Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish. And if you don't know, I trade options and I mostly day trade. I also swing trade, but I mostly day trade. And today I wanted to show you the 3 indicators that I mostly use in order to have a lot of success when trading and day trading. Okay. So we're looking at QQQ currently on the 5-minute time frame. So this is primarily how I trade. I trade on the 5-minute time frame. I draw key levels. And I read price action. Okay. So when I'm trading, I'm reading price action. What does that really mean when people say, oh, read price action? Well, the main 3 things you do when you read price action, you look at direction, down or up. You look for wicks. So wicks would be these lines. So the lines show when price is getting bought up. So bottom side wicks show buyers are stepping in. Top side wicks show that sellers are stepping in. And then other than the wicks and the direction, what we're looking for is the size of each bar. There's trend bars and there's non-trend bars. A trend bar is a big bar that contributes to the direction of the trend. So we have a downtrend here, and we have these big red bars pushing price down. And then you get these little tiny bars that just, when you see them, price is going sideways. And then on the uptrend, you get these big green bars. And then again, you get non-trend bars that are just small bars that go sideways. So the big bars are non-trend bars, the little bars are, the big bars are trend bars, the little bars are non-trend bars, okay? That's all people are doing when they're saying, oh, I'm reading price action. Like, you have to learn how to read price action. You look for big bars, you look for little bars, you look for wicks. It tells you a lot about what's happening with the price, okay? And I just told you what's happening with the price. With the big green bars, there's a lot of buying pressure. Big red bars, a lot of selling pressure. You typically want to enter trades after trend bars. Okay, so I said I was going to be talking about my indicators. So let's do that. I only use 3 indicators. All right, so I draw key levels. They're super accurate. As you can see, we have stops at all of these levels. It's insane. Anyways, the 3 indicators I use. Number 1, I use an overlay. What is my overlay? My overlay is going to be the EMAs. I use the 9, 20, 50, 100, and 200. Now, on the 5-minute time frame, I mainly use the 9 and 20, but when I'm doing a macro look, when I'm looking on higher time frames for higher time frame evidence and confluence, I'm using all of these MAs. So the 9, 20, 50, 100, and 200 EMA exponential moving average. Okay. Number 2 indicator that I use Saudi ATR levels. What is an ATR? So it's the average true range. When we get above the blue area, it shows that calls or going long is highly probable or highly lucrative. So it's gonna work out. If you're up in the blue area, calls are gonna work out. The gray middle line is the close of the previous day, and it's used as a set point to calibrate the average range that a stock moves. And then below the yellow line is the sell zone. When we get below that, sells or shorts or puts are likely to work out pretty well. Okay. So not only do I have MAs, moving averages, to help with the direction of trades, but I also have the ATRs to give me an average range, and they all also act as key levels. Okay. The last indicator that I use is an overlay. So is an oscillator. Okay, is an oscillator. So this oscillator, this indicator down here, a lot of people are looking at it and you might be like, oh, that looks like an RSI, or maybe is that a MACD? It's not the MACD. And it is an RSI, but it's not the stochastic or a regular RSI. This is the volume RSI. So I use the volume RSI to give me an idea about momentum. So as you can see, when price is moving down, we get a steep downward trend showing that volume is decreasing. Once we get below the 50 line, that shows that we are likely to have puts work out really well. But once we get a sharp uptick and we get above the 50 line, then that means that calls or going long is likely to work out extremely well. So all these 3 indicators are really good indicators that I use for confluence. Okay, if you want me to go more in detail, just drop it in the comments, and I can go into extreme detail about these indicators. I do have videos talking about every single one of these individual if you go to my page, but I can draw out a more detailed video of how I use this in my trading exactly, and use examples from trading, especially today, had some massive trades today, disgusting trades today. And today is 9/11/2024. And as you can see, we had a huge sell-off and then a nice bounce off of the key level, V-shaped recovery to infinity. Okay, so massive trades today. Anyways, that sums it up for the video. Thank you for tuning in. It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and I'm out. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.